Yo, what's up guys, it's Zach. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit random on the channel. I haven't done any mining content for about 8 years, I would say, 7-8 years. Way back before the rock wool got its like huge rebalance and all that sort of stuff, when I used to just literally park it in the POS bubble pretty much and hit the boost. But I was thinking to myself the other day, is it worth mining in high sec just the crappy ores like the Veldspar, the Peroxis? I mean, I say crappy, that everything's useful in the game when it comes to the industry stuff. And I thought, why not? Let's do a test here. I'm going to actually yeet this little endurance into nullsec and just mine some good stuff and then yeet back. So I thought, like, how much ISK could we make per run doing that? And obviously we haven't got like a massive ore hold, right? So I thought, why not like get an alt here, or me main, which is Zaqq. So we've got him sitting in a Miasmos. We'll just switch to him real quick. So this one, it's more specialized towards holding ore, right? So you can hold like a ton of ore. Let's have a look here. I think I'm only like level 3 Galande hauler or whatever, so it can go higher. So it's 54.6 thousand, and I know these expanded cargo holds and everything don't affect that number, but I wanted just to maximize me ore hold as much as I could. So we've got like just under 2.5k here because we've got a couple of rigs on and these expanded cargo holds. So I thought, why not? Let's just get it done. Let's make a little venture fit. An endurance fit here because cloaks and stuff. And better bonuses for mining. And let's just yeet into nullsec and see literally what happens. So I'm going to, obviously, if we survive the trip, we've got to like get in, mine, get out. And then we'll count up what we got. And then I think I'll do it in high sec. Obviously, like, I'll not record that bit because it's going to be a bit boring. And we'll tally up the time taken and how much ISK is made, and we'll try and work out if it's going to be like more viable just to do yeets and stuff. Because if you think about it, if you've got a couple of ventures or a couple of endurances and a big hauler guy, like a couple of friends, or like you've got an alt each or something, you could like yeet into null and stuff and you could probably make quite a bit of ISK. But the only limiting factor right now is the jump back. So we jump into the border potch then, and then we've got a 15-minute timer. So there's a good 15 minutes there where we literally can't do anything. So that's going to count into the time versus ISK and stuff. But yeah, I thought we'd just do this little vid just to see, like, for me, I'm interested here because I haven't done mining for ages. I didn't even know like there was waste and stuff like properly. So I'll just show you the little fit. I mean, it's obviously overkill, right? So the ore thing, the ore miner, this gives you the best M3 per cycle and you get no waste. Whereas the T2, let's just have a look here. I was actually quite gobsmacked, to be fair. It's so high. So the possibility of like losing stuff's 34%, right? And from what I hear, that's per cycle. So that's on a long run, I mean, that would add up. So just for the sake of the video, obviously I wouldn't normally run the ore miner here. It's got 0 waste, but it was like 200 million ISK or something to buy. But obviously, again, we're doing tests and stuff. So let's yeet. I think we'll do it all live until I actually find a big rock to chew on. Because obviously we don't want to be sitting there mining 50k's worth of stuff for like nothing to say. So let's just grab a noise and hopefully it'll take us to a not a busy place, right? I'm actually going to check me orgs real quick because I've been doing tons of implant videos. Alright, let's have a look here. So let's yeet. Hopefully Zaqq got the jump as well. Let's see where we ended up. So we're actually in space here with nobody in space with us. I'm in angel space as well. So this could actually be a good system. So I was planning not to like move around, obviously, because we don't really want to be doing that. But man, there's actually no asteroid belts. Alright guys, don't mind me. I'm actually dumb because there is orca and Bistot things here. So we're just going to warp to within 100. And we'll make a little bookmark on the way. Just as like a little perch thing. So this is an orca and Bistot. So obviously the ABC, orca, Bistot, Crocite was the best at the time when I was doing the mining stuff. So we've got a little perch here because there's probably going to be rats, I would think. Right, so there's what mining stuff. So we'll just bounce back a little bit. We should be able to warp to this. Just need to keep an eye on local here as well. Warp to this one. So we'll go for the Orca first, I think. It's most likely going to be the best, right? Again, we're going to be doing some research on this. And I did bring a scanner, but I really don't think it's going to matter. Let's see what this brings up. So Orca, Bistot. So yeah, there's almost a full hold of me hauler. Let's just get mining, right? Man, the animations are like changed so much over the years. And the actual ore looks pretty dope as well. I like that. There's our Bistot. Nice and gemmy there. Alright guys, the first tin is out. I think it's about 18 km3 or something in there. Just the hold on the venture is pretty small. It doesn't fill a whole tin, obviously. So we're just going to burn over there real quick. Pick it up. In fact, we'll not empty it completely. There's not much point to that. We'll just keep feeding it. So if we split one, we're going to take that. And then we are going to go somewhere. I should have made a bounce there. So we'll make a little pitch as well for zaqq. And then we'll crack on. So how much we got so far? So we got 17.7. It's worth about 3.5 estimated. So that's it's not too bad really. I mean, it's still, we've been here for quite a little chunk of time as well. Man, this thing warps slow. Right, that'll do for that perch. So all we're going to do is walk back to that cloak up and continue the mining with zaqq, yeah. Sorry about the switching the clients as well, guys. It does get a bit annoying after a little while. Hopefully it's not disturbing you guys too much. Alright guys, we're finally back in jitter. Man, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm glad I don't mine all the time because that was a bit of a slog. And for me, it was just because I wasn't really doing anything. I like to be sort of active, but the mining playstyle is totally fine. Obviously in null you've got to keep an eye on local and stuff, and even doing the cinematics and things, it was a bit jittery. I was like control F9 in all the time just to check no one was jumping in, but fortunately we didn't get ganked, as you can see. We did yeet out, so that cost were 15 minutes wait time. So I think all in it was about an hour and 35 minutes, and then we had that little bit of a wait. And also we got a bad yeet out as well, so when we got out of Pochven, we ended up in low sec about 9 jumps away, which is fine. You know, I had MW cloaks and all that sort of stuff, MWD cloaks, but it was just added time on. So I'll show you what I found, guys. Anyway, we've got all the orc now, so this is everything from the hauler and my endurance all into one. So all in, it was like 76,176 M3. and we're going to be doing some comparing here. The estimated is 15.2 million, so obviously that's not worth it in my opinion, is it? Jump into nullsec with a chance of like being killed just to mine some like orca or whatever the best stuff is at the minute. I'd have to do some research. But obviously with the endurance, it just takes so long to mine. So I think what we're actually going to do is jump into a barge and try this again. But we'll get back to that in a sec. Anyway, let's just compare some numbers here. So I didn't mine these. I actually just bought them from the market, filled the haulers up and everything, and as if we had mined, right? So I'd guess it would take the same amount of time because the M3 is the same. But just comparing the estimated prices, so we've got 5.5 mil for the Peroxus, and the Veldspar was 7.6 mil. So if you're in high sec or whatever, just mining the Veldspar, I know there is like different variations of the Veld and things with like more units or whatever, or better things to when you reprocess them and all that sort of thing. And yeah, I just like for the 15 mil, obviously it's double and a little bit more than double of that, but again, I don't think it's worth it. It was a fun little experiment, and like I say, I think next time I can actually fly barges. I'm not sure if I've got one kicking around here. I think I built one, maybe. It might be somewhere else, because I was going to hook up with Expedition there, but he's back in nullsec, taking a break anyway. But yeah, so I think what we'll do, we're going to ask probably one of the corp mates or someone in pub chat here. And instead of taking the hauler, we're actually going to yeet an orca, I think. I mean, obviously I'll pay for it and everything, because this thing can hold like quite a lot of like ore capacity. I mean, I haven't got skills to fly this myself, but I just want to see what the fitting's like on it. So the actual hold on it's pretty good as well. So let's go expanded. We'll just literally try and fill it for as much space as we can. So you get 51 in the cargo, 150k I think is it for the mine and hold. So 157. Oh, I might be able to fly this, can I? Nah, I'm like miles away from it, so it'd definitely have to be somebody from the corp or the pub chat who wants to like Leroy it or whatever, because this will probably get killed, to be fair. So, and then I'll fit my barge up. But the only thing with the barges, guys, is if we just take a quick look at the ships here, which I have had a look in the past when I had the idea like a few weeks ago. So if we just look at the hulk here, the fittings. So high power slots, we've got 2. Mackinac, high, we've got 2. And the skiff as well, we've got 2. So what this means is, because we're going to be yeeting out into Pochven to get back to safety, we're not going to be able to fit a cloak. So I think what we're going to have to do is just fit 1 strip miner. Now, obviously that's not ideal to do this with. Again, it's just like a silly experiment. But I really wish we could fit like a cloak in the 2 miners. I might just take it without a cloak and just risk it, and then just do rolling safes and Pochven. It's a bit of an effort that, but I think for the sake of the experiment, it would be pretty cool. So if anyone's got an orca, I'll probably be giving you a shout sometime through the week, and we'll try this, I think, just to see how long it's. I mean, we could do the math and see how long it's going to take just to fill whatever ore up with, but I think it would be more fun to actually do the video yeeting in. And yeah, we'll fit the orc up maybe for some PvP as well, or something like that. But obviously everything's going to be covered by myself, and we'll see what we can do with it. So yeah, I think this is done for part 1. Just a really quick conclusion. Absolutely not worth what we've just done, especially since the ship's worth like 200 mil or something, or 300 mil. But yeah, fun little experiment anyway, guys. Hope it was like interesting, because I mean, a lot of people probably wouldn't think to do that, and it would be really good to like just yeet your whole fleet into like null and do this with a couple of guys that could sort of protect or whatever, you know, that, and yeet out. I think you could make like a decent amount of cash, especially if you've got boosts as well, so that would make a difference. But yeah, let us know what you think of this. Should we do part 2? If yes, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one.